Hello friends, I'm gonna give you a few updates very quickly because I'm just gonna give you my chapter of the story right now because I feel like I'm holding everyone up in a way. I don't know. I can't wait until I have a gap in my schedule just to give you guys the animation. I want to keep the story going, and besides, you know, I've had this written for like a month. That's not good. It's not that long. I could say it in a video. So I'm gonna get to that later. I agree with Elliot. I would like to have more things to discuss about. And that's why I'm going to suggest daydreaming. Because I grew up as a really big daydreamer. As in, I daydream so much that I live more in my daydreams than I did outside. You know, it's been a few years since I stopped daydreaming like that, but for a long time, like 5 years, basically, I daydreamed, you know, constantly. While I was awake, while I walked around, while... I'll go into more detail next week. Basically, I want to know, what does daydreaming mean to you? Do you daydream? Do you think daydreaming is stupid and just don't daydream? So yeah, daydreaming. What do you guys think about it? So on to the story. I might throw in some pictures here and there. I don't know if I have the time for that, but maybe while I'm editing this, I'll miraculously, you know, feel like drawing. I don't know. After salvaging his cell phone and making a call, the VlogosaurusRex and his pet dog rabbit, Lex, continued their journey on foot, on their way to their appointment with Destiny. Soon after, they realized they had no idea where they were going, and decided to put Destiny on hold and search for a substitute mode of transportation that would lead them back to civilization. They would have hitchhiked, but after a couple hours it was obvious that no one used this back road, and so no one was going to pick them up. It occurred to Vstory to just call back Skeeter for a ride. He found out his cell phone had run out of power due to Lex playing Tetris, as they waited for cars to pass by. They walked for a long time, following the road into a forest. After walking through the forest all night, Rex and Lex came upon a small town. A sign in front of the town read Porridge. As Lex chuckled silently at the town's name, Vstory examined the town of Porridge. He saw a collection of small huts and shacks scattered around a very large log cabin. It didn't look like much, but there was something ominous in the air, though it could have been due to the lack of townsfolk. It was dawn and none of the townsfolk were out and about yet. As a result, Porridge teemed with the unbearable silence of a ghost town. The traveling duo decided to seek out whoever lived in that mansion-sized log cabin. Surely they had to own a car. They moved silently, as to not awake any of the sleeping citizens. Vstory and Lex had made it halfway to the log cabin, when suddenly Lex noticed something. He began to bark loudly, and hopped off towards a grouping of wooden huts. Vstory, a bit shaken by the sudden change of pace, ran after his pet. Lex stopped at one of the doors of the many wooden huts. Vstory noticed something. Scratched into the hut's door were the letters S and L. It was small and not very noticeable, but it was a sure sign that Vstory had already found his way home. The mark on the door belonged to Skeeter Lau, a friend of Vstory who was the head of a mercenary agency Vstory used to work for. This was good, because behind that door was an agent working for Skeeter, as well as a phone line that went directly to Skeeter. Both Vstory and Lex began to play air guitars, Vstory shredding on the lower frets while Lex mimicked the seizure-like bass playing of Scott Pilgrim. Seizure-like bass playing. Their celebration woke up the agent in the wood hut, who proceeded to get out of bed and open the door. Goldilocks! Alright guys, that's my story. There haven't really been a lot of people commenting about, you know, how Vstory should look like, so I'm gonna have to talk to you guys, Chris and Elliot. Someone did comment and give me a great idea. Forgot what it said, but it basically got in my head this idea of Vstory being a journalist. Because, you know, what better excuse can someone have to carry around a camera with them? Come on, you have like a camera on his arm attached there, be like... Could connect with what I wrote because, you know, he could be like a war journalist, like trying to write propaganda against people. I don't know. Stories are malleable. You can make them up for anything, you know. I mean, we're telling stories about a VlogosaurusRex that, you know, might be a dinosaur, might not be a dinosaur. Also, who loves the fact that I just made a Scott Pilgrim reference? Come on, come on, come on. Someone congratulate me for that. Scott Pilgrim reference at the end there. You guys probably didn't even see the movie. It was awesome. Go see it. And talk about daydreams. Daydreams are awesome too.